Okay, so now that we have our square sheet of paper, we're just gonna be turning it into a dog. So I have 2 pens here. You don't need 2 pens, you just need a sheet of paper. I'm gonna use these pens to mark the creases as I go along, mark the lines to crease on to make it, easier for y'all to see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first step, now that we have our sheet of paper like this, is we're gonna fold this edge to this edge. So it's probably called hamburger style or hot dog style, like this. All right, so we just have, one rectangle. Make sure you get the corners lined up as perfectly as you can and the edges completely lined up. We want to make everything very precise here. All right, so like this, bang, and flip it 90 degrees, and you want to make the same thing. And I'll just mark it with this pen here so you can see exactly like that. All right, so now we have that fold. And then you just want to pick, so you just want to have it lined up like this, like a diamond. And you just want to pick, one corner. Well, I'll just pick this corner. So you want to fold along this line. You want to fold this corner to the center of the 2 lines that we made earlier, right? So you know how we made 2 creases earlier? This is what your creases should look like. Obviously not as dark, but something like this. You want to fold this corner to the center, right? So it'll look like this. I didn't draw my pen exactly, but something like that, right? And then you want to repeat that for all 4 sides. So end up with something like this, and feel free to pause the video as you go along. Every time first time making something, it'll be a little bit harder, so just feel free to pause and rewind the video. All right, so now we have all 4 corners folded to the center like this. You'll have like some sort of lotus shape, and then just pick another corner again, unfold that one, and then you want to make another fold from this corner right here, the corner to the line that we made earlier, right? Like that. So you'll fold along this crease. You fold to make a crease, right? So just leave it like that, and then refold along this line again. So something like this. Oops, all right. You want to keep that tucked in, okay? And then on the opposite corner, make sure it's the opposite corner. You just want to, you want to make a crease somewhere like around there. You want to make it parallel to this line. So you want to make another crease like this. So like that, right? Does that make sense? Just fold it like it was like this. Just fold it out. Fold this corner out, okay? And you want to make the lines as parallel as possible. They don't have to be perfect. Just try to make them close, okay? And then we're just going to like this, right? And then we're just gonna fold it like this, right? So now we have our tail. Now we just have to make the head, okay? So first step, now it's like this. I'll hold like this. I'll make the rest of them with pink now, so if there's any other black lines, it won't be too confusing. So we want to make a fold from this corner to this corner. Okay, so it'll look, the fold will be along here, right? And it'll look like this. Before we do that though, make sure you untuck the corner hidden like inside, okay? So it was like this, just open it up and then lift this corner out. So like that, right? So you want to fold along this line from here to here. Make sure it's as close as possible. So it'll be like that, right? And then you just want to fold this corner back down on the crease that was already there, okay? So like that. And then you want to flip it over and then repeat on the other side again. Oops, again like this. So take out the corner, fold it on that line. And then fold the corner down. Okay, so now we pretty much have our dog done. You can leave it like this if you want like a pointier nose, like a beagle or something like that. But I like to take an extra step to make it more like a poodle. So what you can do, if you can just finish it here if you want, and then draw on a face with a pen or something like that. But I like to make the mouth a little bit bigger. So what I do is I take it like this, and then if you open it up on the inside, you'll see it's like this on the inside, and you can just take this out. And then I can do this. All right, and then if you take it out, it'll be like that, right? So again, just repeating this step. It was like this before. We opened it up, and then we just take it out like that, okay? And then you can just draw on an eye, and then a nose with pen, and then if you use a bigger sheet of paper or it's very thin, like this printer paper is, it might be a little hard for it to stand. But so just try to make it stand like that. If it stands, perfect. If not, then you can make a very small bend like this. Not a crease. Don't make a sharp crease. Just bend the legs in like this a little bit, like that. Does that make sense? So it's like this, and then bend the legs in a little bit, and then you want to repeat on the other side, right? And then that should make it stand a little bit better. Okay. So if you don't want to make it like that, you can just, put it flat. But that's pretty much all there is. And we'll probably see you next week. We'll have a lot more videos coming out this summer. This is the first one. Bye.